Hey all, it's Riley. I haven't done a haul video in a while because until semi-recently I wasn't really able to order much stuff and there wasn't a ton coming out, but I'm not going to go on about that. So here is a pretty big haul. I was actually waiting until the last package of a few that I had ordered would arrive. So that came in yesterday, so I can now show you guys what I've got, and also I went to the Austin Comic Con this past week as press. Here's my press wristband I'm still wearing, representing Population Go. And I got to get some cool stuff from there as well. So, all said, let's see what I've got. First, I will show the stuff that I got at the con this past weekend. A couple quick things. There was a bunch of cool artists over there that do a lot of work that I really love. So I got a couple things signed. My Black Widow #1, signed by Phil Noto. My She-Hulk #1, signed by Kevin Wada, the cover artist on that one. And then I also had Phil Noto sign my Uncanny X-Force Omnibus, as well as Julian Totino Tedesco, who did the covers for the latter half of the series, and Noto did some of the interior art for part of the series. So I'm going to try and get that signed by more of the creators that were working on it, the more I see them come through cons that I go to. And then my Marvel Zombies Omnibus I got signed on the cover. That's Arthur Sudam, who does the really nice cover artwork for those. And then I also got a few prints, also from Arthur Sudam. He signed this print. It's the Amazing Fantasy #15. It's an homage to that cover. So, you know, zombie Spider-Man swinging by instead of human Spider-Man. And then I got a Neil Adams print, signed by Neil Adams. He was really cool. Of the classic Green Lantern Green Arrow, where they discover that Speedy is a junkie. So I'm going to have to get those framed pretty soon, but I'm really excited about getting those. And then finally, I got a print, a Pokemon print, from Kevin Wada, and it's signed by him. Really nice Pokemon print with all the characters from the anime series. So you get Ash, Brock, Misty, and then up at the top corner over here, you can see Jesse and James, and then just a bunch of the Pokemon that appear throughout the series from the original. Because I'm a big Pokemon fan, and I play every Pokemon game. Always have, always will. And then I also got this really nice little dancing Groot in his little pot. It's a little chibi bobblehead. It was made by this one store called Chibi Essence, and the artists are let's see, JBV and Maggie Z. They created the Chibi Essence, and there's a bunch of little characters. They have their own characters, and then they do characters that kind of look like, you know, comic book characters or whatever. And this one was actually called, not Groot, but Baby Grucci, or Grouchy. But I saw this on my way out when I was finishing up at the con, and I was like, I've gotta have that. That is adorable, and I need it, and it's gonna go perfect on my shelf next to my other Groot, which is I have one of these Disney Infinity Groots that I grabbed at GameStop one day, and then I have the Funko Pop Groot is going to be coming in the mail, which I ordered from GameStop. And I told her how much I loved her work and that I was going to talk about her on here and on Population Go. And she was gracious enough to give me a second little baby Grucci. This one in the white pot. So I love both of these. These are fantastic. Really great quality sculpts right here. Really precious little guys. So I absolutely love these. Um, and she also has these really nice boxes. See, Chibi Essence is the company, and they have little comics. They have comics that they update, like, I forget how often they said, but there's a lot of them you can read on the site. And then there's little checklists of all the other little Chibi Essence figures. So it's a really great stuff. I really, really love these. Anyway, that's all I got from the con. I had a really great time out there, and I really hope to go back to more cons. And I'm doing a write-up right now about everything that I saw and everything that I did, and everyone that I talked to. And that's going to be posted to Population Go as soon as I finish writing that up. Anyway, moving on to the stuff that I've been buying. Let me preface this by talking about something. There was a line of hardcovers that came from Marvel from, I think it was like 2006 through 2013. The Marvel Premiere hardcover classics. So you probably, like, collectors probably know about those. They were classic storylines collected in really nice hardcovers, standard size, they weren't oversized, and that line ended last year, and I was really sad because I really loved that line. So I went through and I decided to look at a list of every single book and cross out the ones that I already own, or that I own the material that's collected within it in like an omnibus or something, and go through and see which ones that I wanted. And there were several of them that I really want. And so I ordered a few of those, and a lot of them are out of print now since that line is gone. But you can still find them. Some of those out of print ones, if you're lucky, you can find them for a good price. And a lot of them are still going for good prices on like Amazon. They're not too difficult to find. So anyway, the first one I ordered was Avengers Hawkeye. This has the original 4-issue Hawkeye miniseries by Mark Grunwald, and it also has Tales of Suspense number 57, Marvel Super Action number 1, Avengers 189, and Marvel Team Up 95. So a lot of early issues featuring Hawkeye, including his first appearance back when he was a villain, and his first appearance joining the Avengers. So I'm really excited to dig into that one. I've been wanting it for a while, and there's also a second Hawkeye premiere hardcover that collects the second Hawkeye 4-issue miniseries by Chuck Dixon, I think it was. Then the next one I ordered was S.H.I.E.L.D., Nick Fury vs. S.H.I.E.L.D. I really don't know too much about this story, but I really love the artwork on the cover, and the artwork within is really nice. It was a 6-issue prestige format miniseries, so it was 6 like double-sized issues, and all that's collected in this nice thick hardcover, written by was it Bob Harris or Harris, with Paul Neary doing the pencils, and then the covers are Bill Sienkiewicz. So really excited about that. I know they released a paperback version of this one more recently, kind of around the release of the Winter Soldier movie, because it's thematically similar. But I've never read this storyline, and I was kind of prompted to go ahead and buy it because A, I found it for a good price, and B, I was in a secondhand bookstore and I saw the original issues of this, and I was flipping through them, and I was like, wow, this looks really cool. So I decided to go ahead and grab that. And then the third premiere hardcover that I grabbed was Spider-Man: The Death of Jean DeWolf, with Peter David as the writer. I've never read this story. I know it's one of the best Spider-Man stories ever written, and the premiere hardcover is actually one of those that's kind of hard to find, but I was really lucky because I found a copy for a really good price. By really good, I mean like 40% off cover price. So I was really fortunate, and I was like, I need to grab that right away. And so yeah, I'm excited to read this one, add that to my premiere hardcover collection. Alright, and then the rest of these are new, or most of these are new books. Just one of them is not a new book, is the Starman Omnibus Volume 5. I've had volumes 1 through 3 for a really long time, and kept putting off buying 4, 5, and 6 because none of those were really too hard to find online. But then I started noticing that Volume 5 was starting to go for pretty high prices, and I didn't want to pay too much for it, so I ordered it. In Stock Trade still had it for like 40% off, so I got it for less than $30 instead of the cover price of 50 or more. So I don't have Volume 4 yet, and I still haven't read Volumes 1 through 3, but I really just wanted to have it so by the time that I did get to that point, I wouldn't have to struggle to find it. And then the rest of these are all new volumes. So I've got Winter Soldier Complete Collection by Ed Brubaker. This collects his entire run on the Winter Soldier solo series. It's got Fear Itself number 7.1 plus Winter Soldier numbers 1 through 14. I'm still convinced that they'll put out a 5th Captain America Omnibus by Ed Brubaker to follow the upcoming Trial of Captain America one. That should consist of all of this material plus the remaining issues of Captain America and the Captain America and Bucky series that Brubaker wrote with a couple of co-writers. But I decided just in case that doesn't happen, I'd buy the complete collection so I'd have that on my shelf in the meantime. Next, I've got Ex Machina Volume 3 of these new printings, of these thicker paperbacks. This one collects issues 21 through 29, as well as a few extra issues, like one-shot type things. Still haven't begun reading this, haven't had a lot of time to start it, but I'm excited to have it all. I think this is going to be collected across like 6 volumes. We'll see. But yeah, Brian K. Vaughan, always happy about anything Brian K. Vaughan, and then Tony Harris is a pretty great artist as well. Next, I got this Moon Knight Epic Collection, Bad Moon Rising. I really like the character, and I haven't read all the older Moon Knight stuff, so I was really excited to see this. There was actually one of the premier hardcovers that collected, I believe, about half of what's collected in here. And I was like, well, I guess I can cross that list because I'm going to go ahead and get the Epic Collection, which collects a ton of material. This one has like the original appearances of the Moon Knight from Werewolf by Night 32 through 33, Marvel Spotlight 28 through 29, Defenders 47 through 50, Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man 22 and 23, Marvel 2-in-1 52, Moon Knight the initial miniseries issues 1 through 4, Hulk Magazine 11 through 15, 17 and 18, and number 20, and Marvel Preview number 21. So this is volume 1 in the Moon Knight Epic Collections, collecting stories from 75 to 81, 1975 to 1981, all the initial appearances and the initial mini-series. So really excited to read into this. The past 2 volumes of Moon Knight, the one by Bendis and the one that was written by Warren Ellis, now by Brian Wood, have been really awesome. So I'm excited to delve into the past of this character, and I really hope that we see some more epic collections for Moon Knight soon. Then I've got X-Men, The Adventures of Cyclops and Phoenix, which is some stuff from the 90s written by Scott Lobdell, Jeff Loeb, John Francis Moore, Tom DeFalco, with illustration by Gene Ha, Pascal Alix, Kyle Hotz, and more. So this book contains Adventures of Cyclops and Phoenix number 1 through 4, Ascanison number 1 through 4, Phoenix number 1 through 3, and X-Men books of the Ascani and material from Marvel Valentine's Special. So a lot of stuff dealing with Cable, Rachel Gray, Jean and Scott, all that good stuff. I never got to read these before, and I was really excited to see that they were going to reprint these in this nice paperback collection, because I know the older paperbacks are kind of hard to find. Hopefully we see the further adventures of Cyclops and Phoenix also collected at some point. Then I've got Wonder Woman hardcover volume 5, titled Flesh, collecting issues 24 through 29 of the series, as well as 23.2, Firstborn. This is the penultimate hardcover volume of the series. I've been loving this book to death since issue number 1. I have every issue, I have every hardcover, and I love it. Azzarello's been writing this series so well, and Cliff Chang's artwork is just amazing. His concepts for all these different characters is fantastic. And also we have great art from other artists like Goran Sudzuka and others appear within the pages here. And I love it. I can't say enough good about this series. And then I've got a couple of oversized hardcovers. First, the Manhattan Projects Deluxe Edition Volume 1. This is one of Jonathan Hickman's currently ongoing series at Image Comics. I really love this book. I had the paperbacks for it before and decided to trade those in and grab the deluxe hardcover volume. Really awesome looking design here. I really love it. Nick Pitara's artwork is really great in here. If you're a fan of sci-fi and high concept stuff, then you really need to grab this book. Fantastic stuff. So this one I believe has issues 1 through 10 within it. They're at issue 24. Yeah, 1 through 10. I think issue 24 comes out today as I make this video. But yeah, this is a great looking book, and if you haven't read Manhattan Projects yet, I really recommend picking that up. And then last but not least, All New X-Men Oversized Hardcover Volume 1 from Brian Bendis with art by Stuart Immonen and David Marquez. This collects the first 10 issues of the ongoing series. This is where Beast brings back the original crew of X-Men to try and like stop Cyclops from doing what he's been doing. So it's a really fantastic series. I really love this book, and I'm really excited to finally have it in an oversized hardcover. I'm hoping sometime down the line that we see the book be made into an omnibus, but oversized hardcover for now is good enough, in my opinion. Hopefully we also see its companion series, Uncanny X-Men, collected in oversized hardcover pretty soon as well. So yeah, that's everything I got recently, I believe. I don't think I have anything else to show off right now. There's a lot of cool stuff coming out through October that I'm saving for. A couple of omnibus are coming out, so you can look forward to me having some nice big packages in the upcoming weeks. But I'm kind of falling behind on reading my comics because in the world of video games, Super Smash Bros. On 3DS just came out, so I've been playing the hell out of that. And we also had Hyrule Warriors on the Wii U came out, and I'm a big Nintendo fan, a huge Zelda fan, so I was playing that as well. And then later November 21st, we have a new Pokemon game and the Smash for Wii U, so I'm going to be paying attention to that stuff as well, putting me behind on my comic reading. As for Omnibus of the Week, I have plans for some really cool stuff to happen throughout October. I'll be filming my first... I attempted to film one for October last week, and I kept getting distracted by stuff, but I will be doing that hopefully today and publishing that around the same time that I published this video.